Hey guys, the review should be out over this weekend if you're waiting on that. But here I have a bit of an exclusive here for you. Another developer interview with gameplay for one of my favorite franchises of all time, strategy, Total War. So I'm really excited to show it to you. This was pre-recorded towards the beginning of the month, September. So I've had it laying around. The embargo has finally lifted on it, and I bring it to you guys. So you guys are excited about the game. I recorded as much as I possibly could, asked a bunch of questions, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Okay? Check it out. Hey guys, Angry Joe here, and I'm with Other Joe, and
I'm Scott McKethley. I'm the lead programmer on Total War Warhammer.
So, obviously, today we are going to be seeing some exclusive gameplay footage and combat of Total War Warhammer. Go ahead and take us through it. What are we looking at?
Okay, so today we're going to see the first ever subterranean battle. So,
what?
So these,
I didn't even know you guys were doing
Okay, so
that.
these battles take place underground in these underway tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
So the dwarves carved out these tunnels many years previously, but they've kind of been overrun by greenskins. So we're with Thorgrim Grudgebearer, who's
reading a book.
Yeah, that's the Book of Grudges. So,
Nice.
Dwarves don't like to let things lie. So,
I love the lore. This is so cool.
So basically, anything that gets that happens where someone screws them over, that goes
Pisses
in the Book
off
of
a
Grudges.
dwarf, your
So
name.
Yeah. And then he makes sure that they all get crossed off and those get avenged.
Oh, that's nice.
So so in the campaign map, you'll be able to actually you'll be able to actually use these underway tunnels to go under mountains and take shortcuts. But then there's always this risk that you might get attacked while you're doing it. And so this is one of the early...
Now, is that only a dwarven ability, or other races can go into this tunnel?
We're just going to talk about the dwarfs today. So
okay,
yeah,
okay.
so the dwarfs
can do it.
They can do, yeah. So this is actually going to be a quest battle. This is the ambush at Thundering Falls. So Thorgrim is leading his dwarf army, and he gets ambushed by greenskins. So yeah, let's load it up.
Don't do easy. We
I
must
was
do
about
hard.
to say, you have to go hard.
Okay, I'll try. I have to admit, I did actually manage to lose this earlier, but I'm feeling good. I'm gonna
ambush at the Thundering Falls. Dwarf expeditionary force led by Grudgebearer himself must make haste through the underway. And then they're gonna run into some orcs and goblins. The gyrocopters are already on their way to provide air support, but the ambushers have no ammunition.
Okay, so
yes,
this is the underway pass.
So are there multiple maps in the underway, or is there only one? This one?
There'll be multiple ones.
Multiple,
yeah.
okay.
And this is just one that features in the Thundering Falls quest pass. So you can see the level of detail in these guys. Yeah. Even their beards are
definitely
waggling. And we've never been able to craft environments like this because we've been restricted by the real world.
Historical accuracy.
Yeah, whereas now we've got the old world, which is like this insanely rich environment. You can see Thorgrim there and his throne power.
People loved the last gameplay trailer that you guys put out. I did see some people complaining about variation. Are you guys still adding variation until release? You know, in terms of people's faces and sigils and different variations.
There'll still be some of that. You know, that we're definitely having they're not clones. You know, each one there'll be variations like we've done in the other.
Oh, excellent! Here's the interface. Is this interface final or?
As I say, it's pre-alpha, so nothing is final.
Right.
This is the look we're going for, but we haven't been reached out yet, so things are going to change.
Okay.
But I'll take you through some of the units. So first guy, Thorgrim Grudgebearer. He's the chap with the Book of Grudges, and he's aloft on the shoulders of these other dwarves that have to carry him around. So there he is. So he's the general of the army.
Let me see. His name is it. Yes.
Exactly.
Kill him. Kill him.
But unlike other Total War games where you're kind of trying to keep your general safe, although you don't want your general to die, they are actually really strong in melee.
Yes.
And they're some of the the heroes are some of the strongest in melee. So you do actually want to get them involved in combat. And if
will he attack from his chair?
Yeah, he has a kind of like, he can hack with his axe. It's like a force that pushes them back. You'll see when we're fighting. So we've got this panel here which you can turn on and off, but it gives you kind of a view of that unit. So we know that he's a melee expert and he's armoured. And if you want the kind of more in-depth stats, you can drill down to those. And then we've also got these that show us some of the things he has. So he's actually got a potion of healing with him. So this is magic items you'll be able to get on the campaign map and assigned to your generals.
And you find those in quests, or
yep, some you'll get in quests. Yeah, and this is actually going to be a quest battle. But yeah, some you'll go on specific quests. You'll know you're going to get a specific item. Loot. Yeah, and some you'll just get in the game. And then we've got Valor Mind Ward. He's a Thane, which is like the dwarf champions. And he acts similarly to an agent on the campaign map. You can attach him to an army, but unlike other Total War games, you can actually get him in the battle. You can actually fight
agents fight this time, and that's what I think that's such a cool thematic thing for the Warhammer.
And exactly, you really get to live that out, and you can see the amount of detail in this chap.
Now, what happens if he dies in battle, or do you have to? Is he lost forever, or can he come back by spending a lot of resources?
Yeah, the exact mechanics of how that works the campaign map, I think they're kind of leaving till later. But, but there's a lot you're going to get to see now. So if we go and look at the Dwarf Warriors, so these are your kind of actually no, let's go back to Valor Mind. We'll just talk about some of his abilities.
Yeah.
So he's got this special ability called Foe Seeker, and so that gives him like a charge bonus and some extra speed, and some he gets a fatigue taken off, and that's good to, like, just before you're going into combat. Let's trigger that. And we've got the Hammer of Karak-Draz, and that's like a hex. So that's like we've got hex and augments. So the hex is like a debuff to the enemy. So we can use this on an enemy unit, and there'll be a penalty to their melee and their morale. So the unique thing about this is it actually charges up whilst you're in melee, so you really want to get him stuck in, because while he's stuck in, it's charging. Yeah, exactly.
So you can take units that normally would lose against a certain unit type, and then put some debuffs on that enemy, and you might win.
Exactly that. So yeah, these are your the Dwarf Warriors. So they're kind of like your general all-purpose melee infantry.
Now I noticed these yellow arrows. This is new. I haven't seen this before.
Yeah, that's just for
is that something you can turn off?
Yeah, actually that's a good point. So we've got this thing now. If we press space, we can see all of these different things. So you can customize the UI for how you want to see it. Cool. So if you don't like those selection markers, we can just turn them off and we'll never see them again.
I'm gonna turn them off.
You don't like them?
Yeah. Well, for a commander's view, they're good. Yeah. But I'm looking at the detail.
But also,
here.
like, if you want like the kind of most epic view, we can go into the cinematic view, and then you really can see everything. Yeah. Although it's not as easy as
kind of hard.
So we're going to allow you to configure this to play it however you like. So that's the Dwarf Warriors, and if we go to these chaps, these are the Longbeards, and so you can see they're quite proud of those beards, and they've got great weapons which are armor piercing, so they're good to match those up against armored units. And I don't want to.
Slayers.
So we've got Slayers, and they don't have any armor because they're
crazy.
Yeah, they're just insane. So they're happy to just use their tattoos as armor. That's what they do. So yeah, they get a bonus against large things. So you put them up against giants and trolls, and they're gonna.
They're the crazy ones. Yeah, that's my army right there.
Yeah,
I like it.
You're just gonna build an army. And they're really stubborn. They just don't rout. So you can they're kind of fighting.
They'd rather die than retreat.
Exactly. And then we've got the Iron Drakes, who are my absolute favourites. They've actually got beard armour, which I think is amazing. Yeah. So they're equipped with these essentially flamethrowers. Yeah. So you really want to.
Because they don't want their beards to flame.
Exactly. You've got to protect your beard.
Yeah.
So and they're pretty devastating, but. We've got friendly fire, so you don't want to get them at the front and not be getting your own units stuck in there. We've got the Quarrers, who have crossbows,
archers,
and we've got the Thunderers, who have more of a kind of blunderbuss style guns. and that's actually armor piercing as well.
Flamethrowers. We've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, wait, you've never seen anything like any of this. I mean, like, look at this environment, right? So we've never been able to do anything like this before.
I'm so excited that you guys like have been allowed to just go crazy with it. You know?
I mean, it's like a dream come true. It's like I was playing.
Yeah, you told me.
Playing Warhammer as a kid, and now I get to like work on it, and it's my job. So we've got the flame cannon, and that fires these kind of flaming fireballs. So they're pretty devastating. And we've got the organ gun, which is it's kind of like a repeating cannon, and that's also armor piercing.
I cannot wait to see these things in battle.
So going to kind of deploy these, and one of the key things about the dwarves is that they're quite defensive and slow. They've only got their little legs.
Yeah.
So and the orcs are really manoeuvrable. They've got spider riders and things like that. They can kind of get around us, and so we need to protect our flanks.
Right.
And what we really want to be doing is laying down kind of a heavy wall of fire. You know. So we get those, move them a bit forward. There's actually a bit of a ridge here that we can use to our advantage and just be firing over the top. So get these. There. But the key thing is we don't want our artillery to get involved in combat. The dwarves are a bit different than other armies because actually even then missile troops are pretty handy in melee.
Do they whip out knives or they continue firing?
They've got axes.
Okay.
So it's not so important to keep them out of combat, but they're not going to be as effective as a standard melee unit. So.
Man, we got a lot of forces here. I'm kind of scared to see the orcs.
Yeah, and because they're being ambushed, we kind of get attacked from all sides. So you'll see that. So that's
oh, did you just start the battle?
Yep.
Okay. So let's do it.
Okay, so we've got some enemies coming on from the side here, and we've got some UI just to show us. So when you're being attacked from multiple sides, you'll get a warning, and you can click it. If I click on those, it will take me to them. And we can see we've got these gobos coming in here, the goblin archers. So what we want to do is just we don't want to engage too quickly because we want to. We want to be able to get some of our firepower.
Definitely, so, here comes some fire.
So we watch these. We know that that's their fire up, so they're almost in range.
What was that dude doing? He was just like hanging out. I think he got hit by an arrow, so he's like, oh crap.
Yeah, he got fired back. That's
like, you got get back here! You what? Oh, that's so cool.
And then, there we go. We're just frying him. But I don't want to get too involved. I need to.
The goblins are like, screw this, run away! What are those back there, riders? Those guys are moving fast as hell.
Spiders!
Are they spiders?
Yeah, they're spider riders.
Nasty.
So
I can't stand spiders, Joe.
Now, I'm slaughtered.
Oh,
they're getting slaughtered.
Yes, kill them.
Retreating.
Oh my god, they're coming from the other side.
Okay.
So I've got to try and defend that side. And I need to make sure that my flanks are covered as well. So I'm going to stick some guys back here to deal with any rear attacks.
Retreating.
So yeah, this is the first time obviously we've shown playable, but also it's the first time we've shown the AI off, right? So this is all the actual game AI.
Okay,
now,
okay.
I don't want my chap to get too far back, so I'm going to pull him back.
So let me see if I can see anything to yell at you for.
Yeah, do.
Well, obviously this is pre-alpha, so you're still tweaking it.
Yeah.
all
Oh yeah. I mean, we
yeah.
we haven't even hit alpha, so
yeah.
There's still a lot of stuff that we need to do.
Were those more flamers on your left flank?
Yeah.
Okay, they gotta get stuck in.
Yeah,
man.
they're not quite in range yet, and they're being attacked. So.
Oh, I see what you're doing. You're staying defensive. You're like, come to me.
Exactly, because I need to get.
And we haven't even hit their main army, which is in the back, it seems. Oh, yeah. This is looking bad. Well, actually, we're routing up quite a few. Get the rear guard in there! You are a conservative commander, sir. I'll get all my dwarves stuck in.
Yeah, I'm a programmer.
There we go. Oh no!
Oh, he's fallen over.
He's falling! Get up!
He's going to get up, he's going to get up. Right, it's fine.
There you go.
Come on, get stuck in.
Oh!
So these guys have
Those
some
three
really
dudes.
good... Oh look, and now our flamers are opening up. We're gonna toast those guys. Oh my god, okay, so we've
That's
got...
funny, he
we've got,
fell off his chair or something, then he got up and just like knocked those. Oh jeez, I'm breaking shit here.
So, we need to make sure that we're taking on these guys.
Yeah, let's get a close in of that action there. What is that? Ogres? Oh, trolls.
Trolls coming.
We've got 2 units of dwarves taking on some trolls. We're about to hit a giant. We need those giant slayers that Joe likes. Oh, the vomit! Here comes the vomit.
Now, I need to make sure that I don't ignore this bit of the battle.
Right.
So,
where's the slayer backup? We need those slayers
Let's get
on that big...
I got the slayers in there, so they should be
Okay,
coming
good.
in now. There they are, they're the slayers.
Wait, are we getting attacked from the rear?
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
we just
god.
It's an
attacked on the
ambush.
sides. It's an ambush, yeah. So we're being bombed.
Here come the slayers.
And that giant is really hurting. And you can see, like, we've never had to do stuff like this before. We've got this huge guy fighting these tiny little poor dwarves.
Oh my god, that is
But they're
so
getting
cool.
stuck in.
Yeah.
Victory or death.
And they should get, because they're going to bonus against him because he's a large creature.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let that play out because I need to make sure that I'm not losing.
Right,
over
this
here.
main army is coming up on us quick.
So let's get some stuff.
Eat flames. Thane, the melee champion. Yeah, doing work on that side with the flamers, but we've lost quite a few troops.
Yeah, it's looking pretty tough.
Hey, you guys.
Well, we're repelling the main force now. We just gotta get prepared.
Oh, they're
Uh-oh.
getting hurt.
We might need some ranged shooters to help out in that
Yeah,
melee.
that might be a bad idea.
But the problem is that main army's coming up on us.
Yeah, and we can see the doom divers that they're sending in.
Right.
If we go and look at those, they've got an awesome damage.
Yeah.
So,
Right, they put the little dudes on the
yeah.
and they're like, yeah!
So we've just had our gyrocopters coming in.
Okay, perfect.
So,
reinforcements.
These have actually got bombs.
Mm-hmm.
So if we bring them out of here, we can actually drop bombs on those guys.
Now, are they going to even be able to be hit by melee forces? Or they're only able to be hit by ranged, like the goblin archers?
Yeah, that's right. They can only be hit by ranged when they're in the air.
Okay.
So what I want to do here is just fly over the top of that enemy line,
We gotta
get
rid
some
of
bombs
that big
dropped.
ass boss spider.
So,
Oh, I see. Bombs are going to be most effective against
they're
this.
actually dropped at the point at which you cast. The point at which you drop it, actually click the button. So.
Oh, you man! You put him right in the middle of the two sections. Shoot.
Right. Oh, I know what. It's because I turned on their selection markers, and that's how I see where they're going to hit.
Right. My
That was
bad.
your fault.
Useful.
That's my fault.
You ruined it.
When are they going to drop it? There you go. There you go. Zoom in. See if you can zoom in for another
And so we
drop.
can actually fly with them as well. So
Oh
we
my
can see
god,
what
that's
they're
cool.
like there. Yeah. Oh dear, they've cast Curse of the Bad Thing,
Oh,
which is this
crap.
crazy vortex spell that they have. So what I really want to make sure is that I'm getting rid of that
Yeah.
that shaman.
Do we have any mages? Dwarves don't have any
The dwarves
magic?
don't have spells as such, so I really need to get rid of that
What
shaman.
do they have
service.
in place of
They
spells?
have magical items, so they craft magical items, but they don't.
Alright. Now it looks like that Dark Moon, why did the AI cast that, I guess, off on the side? That's weird.
Well, it's looking to not attack its own units, obviously.
Oh,
so I wouldn't
right.
want to cast it where its own units are.
Its area of effect, it
Yeah.
can hurt its own troops.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So I'm just going to try and attack them in the rear and try and rout those. So we've got this firing at that because this is armor piercing,
Yes.
and this is heavily armored. So
I think we've got about half health. We're doing a good job on it. So as long as you're distracting it in close combat and nailing it with those artillery, should be alright.
What, are those Slayers routing, or are they?
The Slayers.
Yeah, on the spider.
They're not the Slayers.
Oh, those aren't Slayers there.
They're my dwarf warriors.
warriors.
Oh, but I've managed to rout a Ragnarok, which is something.
Excellent. It's looking good, Commander.
Still.
Quite a few orcs though on that main force. Helicopters seem to be chasing down somebody.
Okay, so at least we've chased that Ragnarok off, so that's something. So let's go.
So do the helicopters have a limited amount of ammunition for their bombs, or is it a
they've
recharge?
only got two sets of bombs.
Okay.
So there's something that you need to.
So we exhausted those. One
Exactly,
unit.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, looks like I've routed them.
Excellent. They are leaving the battlefield.
Yeah, so we didn't even get to see these orcs.
Let's get the hell out of here!
So these guys are actually riding these wild boars.
Yeah.
Yes!
Victory! Good job, sir. That was awesome.
Effort.
Yeah.
I am really looking forward to
So,
commanding
yes.
the troops myself. And underground, that's so sweet. You won't tell us if other races can go underground, but I think it's cool that we know at least dwarves can go underground, and that is really cool.
Well, and you can see the greenskins underground.
yes,
so that might tell
obviously,
you something.
them, yeah. It seems like they are the ones that, you know, you could probably have a dynamic event where you're trying to skip a mountain, but you might get attacked underground. Is that how does it
Yeah,
work?
so if you want
And
to
that-
take a shortcut
Yeah.
on the campaign map, you've basically got this risk reward of, right, I can use these underway tunnels, but you know I might get attacked. And, other
And
armies
that
can
attack,
attack
that
me.
army is free. It's a separate army that you have to deal with. I mean, a
There
free
was some,
enemy army.
so the specifics about the campaign map we are going to talk about later, but the other armies on the campaign map will be able to ambush you in a while you're using the underway.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, we've pretty much got rid of them.
This was awesome.
Run, you cowards!
I'll turn off those selection markers.
Beards were too strong. Beards were too
Exactly.
strong, Joe. No mercy.
As I say, I'm quite relieved though because I did manage to lose this when I was demonstrating full scale.
Well, you did a good job.
And we can see the spider corpses
The
still
dead spiders.
littering the battlefield.
It must have been so fun for your animators to do all these different types of unique animations for
Yeah.
how the spiders attack. Man, I wanted to see how the spiders attack. I guess they just take their pincers and just like stab people.
Yeah, I mean we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we have the combat that we've been working on is we really had to kind of re-engineer a lot of the battle engine because obviously it was never designed to deal with 20-foot giants or with giant spiders, and so we really had to like look at the way that that all works.
So I think the most annoying thing in the previous Total Wars that I hope you guys are addressing was, you know, a little bit of the AI behavior, which you said you have a whole new AI team that's been working or been
Yeah, we've
carried over
expanded
from
our.
previous.
Yeah, I mean it's something that
Attila was good, and now we bring.
Yeah, so we're working on that, and we've been working it for Attila. We really put a lot of effort into. We put a lot of effort into patching for Rome 2 to make sure we were happy with that. And Attila progressed it, and then so Warhammer we're progressing it again.
And then the units clumping up seemed to be an issue in the past. Are you guys doing anything to make sure that the units behave realistically?
Yeah, so hopefully you saw with the way the collision
I didn't see
works.
any of that.
Yeah,
in here.
so we've spent quite a lot of time trying to get that coherence and make the collision kind of. Make sure the guys aren't intersecting,
Right.
and we want it. I think some of the changes we've made have allowed us to make the combat kind of more visceral as well than we've managed to make it before, because of that improved collision, and because we've taken an approach where every entity is always trying to play individual anims, and we use the what we call matched anims, which is an animation that's authored for two particular entities to fight one another. That's how we're doing things like the giant, picking up a guy and
right, and you need to, because how does he interact with soldiers? That's a perfect system for that particular situation. And it seems like you don't really have to deal with the phalanx or anything like that. I mean, do the units still have like unique abilities like that have special animations?
Well, obviously the casting, like the magical casting, has its
like
set of
spear
animations.
walls and things like that. In this universe, is there stuff like that?
Not so much of those kind of things. A lot of the abilities are things that you'll get with the characters. So,
Okay.
so like we saw the special items that we had.
So the units themselves may not have like little buttons to click on to do their special little
There's
things.
still some of those things
Some
still
of it is
exist,
still
you know.
there.
I mean, for instance, the dwarves don't have skirmishing because they're too slow, but that's balanced by the fact that they're tougher in melee. Some units will still be able to, skirmish, and you'll have that behaviour.
Excellent, excellent, cool. Well, let me give it a shot. What do you think?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, go hard. I don't know, Joe. Maybe I'm
You've played
okay,
a couple
fine.
of these games before.
Okay.
You got some victories
All
under your
right.
belt.
I'll see. I'll see what I can do. I'm nervous. All right.
It's performance anxiety.
Yes, it feels like that. It's not a good situation. You don't want to be ambushed in the underground. So I'm gonna do my best to see if I can stop it. But I just love the fact that we're gonna get all these really interesting creative environments. We have never seen that before.
Yeah, I mean, our artists have just had so much freedom to,
It's always
They're not gonna want to go back to the historical stuff, sir.
you're
I'm
still-
sure they
still
will.
doing
but-
those, but we're certainly not giving up on that. But with Warhammer, we've got this. But it's interesting because in a lot of ways it's quite similar because with the historical stuff we have history books and we're looking at history books, and with Warhammer we have just as much information in the Games Workshop
codexes,
books. So kind of it's a very similar process. We're finding things, we're working out how that would actually work in our game.
Maybe they could do Texas Rising.
Oh, the Texas Revolution! I just saw how Texas was created.
He's obsessed with that now.
Yeah, I can tell you all the battles. The Battle of San Jacinto. What is the next Total War? We're over here previewing Total. They're like, God damn it, let us finish one game. All right, so let's see. I'm going to do what you did. You did some nice setup here, so I'm going to grab these guys and put them closer here. We'll grab the riflemen, put them closer here. These are the organ guns, so these are going to do work. Put them there. We got to grab these. So I saw that was a pretty sweet general speech. We were talking over it, so I may mute us because I love that's one of my favorite things from the previous games, and they seem to not get much love, but here it seems like they're getting love because you've got these characters, and obviously these characters have a lot of cool and interesting things to say. So the only thing I need to be careful of is not letting these be too vulnerable.
Yeah, so you need to kind of time that melee advance because the units they're using against you are so rapid, especially those spider riders that you saw.
Okay.
You've got to predict that and kind of make sure that you want to get as many shots off as possible, but also you don't really want to get those stuck into combat.
Move these closer. I'm being paranoid.
It's a hard battle.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm good. Oops.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea to have your slayers at the back for spoilers when those giants come on in the trolls.
Let's see, dwarf, warriors. The slayer icon is, these are great weapons. Where are my slayers? Oh, only one unit of slayers, so I'm gonna keep them back here. Because I don't have any giants coming from this direction, it seemed like, until the very end.
Yeah, correct.
So, okay, let's do it. I think I'm ready. Well, let me explore the UI a little bit. So I love this detailed information here. That's pretty cool.
If you want that on, it's fine. If you press that, you can get rid of it. So it's there if you need it, and if it's in your way,
flame cannons can't run, but their resistance to heat in case something else tries to flame them. They're like, okay, that's cool. I like that. And this is some tutorial tips, in the game.
Yeah, that's right. It's also telling you about it.
And then this over here is our force indicator who's winning.
So at the moment, we've got more forces on the battlefield, but obviously that doesn't count the enemies that haven't come on yet.
Ambush. And then this is grouping. You've got a nice interface here. Grouping, it doesn't take up too much. Am I able to minimize this in some way, or this is about what we're going to do?
Yeah, no, that's as I say. If you press spacebar, you can go into the cinematic mode. You can press K to get rid of everything if you want to, and it's that's great for when you're just surveying the battlefield.
Excellent, yeah.
And you get you've got that epic feel to it, but obviously the UI is very important, so it's much harder for you to control.
They're ready. I'm gonna hit start battle.
Let's do it!
Coming.
And then I can click this interface. Nice. Okay. It tells me we got some goblins. Here they come. No, they're scared.
Yeah, also they're standing outside and you're running.
Now they realize you better not stand there, and then
Okay,
these
so
guys
there's
are going to
spearmen
charge
coming
forward.
through.
Look
But
for the
they're
mashup.
probably going to get, they get near to your Iron Drakes, they're going to be fine.
Oh, I keep missing them. Oh, that's so cool. I love the physics in this one. It's a lot more dynamic. There's a lot more people just go, oh, shit.
There's like that, like
So
half.
cool. Oh man, but you need to turn them on flames and have guys go, ah!
I
That
think
may
you
be
might
too
have
brutal
routed them. I think I didn't like.
for the
They were
enemies.
not too keen on being set on fire.
Yes, yes. I've set
Okay,
up my
so
ball.
you
These
may-
are scary.
Okay, so you want to be melee. Attacking.
Oh my god, I'm
You made the
oh,
same mistake I made.
I did make the mistake. I need to pay attention and get
Zoom in, see how they attack.
I know, but Joe, I don't want to lose the battle. Do you understand me?
We'll edit that out. You're gonna win.
Okay.
You can just cut my victory logo.
Yeah,
and put it
there
onto
you go.
yours, and make it look like I lost.
Yeah, run away, you creepy mother. Oh, here's some.
There it is.
Here's some over here. We got this guy. Oh, he fell.
Yeah,
And they
it's
even
a
fall on
spear.
their sides. Yes, rout him. That guy's jumping. Nice. We cut one down before they left. They're like, yeah, run, you cowards.
And you get a nice array of corpses.
Hey, calm down. Where are we going? Soldiers? No.
Whoa.
Man, oh gosh, retreat!
Yeah, you
Form
don't want to get
ranks.
hit by your own flame cannons. That's
Form
right.
ranks! Oh no! Oh, thank
you're
God.
lucky.
Form ranks! Single column! I'm doing good on this side just with. Oh, they got stuck in. They need help. Let's see. Get in there. Oh no, get in there. They're attacking the weak sides. They're like, I'm gonna stay away from you.
You can see those. Some of those attack cannons are lovely. Look.
Pure
Little
carnage.
dwarves are just able to kind of, they're jumping attacks. And, yeah, we've got obviously it's a fantasy setting. We've got much more license to exaggerate, and everything is so much more dynamic.
Yes.
Because things can do things that a human, couldn't actually do in a fantasy world.
I have been holding back these two units. I've
Beware
not seen.
monsters
There they are.
from the rear.
Shoot just as I.
We'll get to redeploy them. You need them. So, and those slayers are really good matched up against the giants.
Okay, I haven't really used my heroes. This is something new I need to start using. Let's bring him in against the giants.
And remember, he's got these special abilities that charge in combat, so while he's in combat.
Hammer.
But watch out, your slayer, don't let them get.
Yeah, let's get them
hit in the
stuck
rear,
in
because obviously
first.
you'll get a penalty for.
And do I just execute this by pressing it?
Yeah, and then it's left click on the unit that you want to cast it on. Or fly to. Those trolls are really vomiting.
Boom, he took down that guy at least. Alright, here comes their. Oh, that may be too much. We need some more help. I'm gonna take this unit.
If you look at that giant, you can see that even his belly is animated, so
Yeah,
it's swinging as he plods
look
along.
at that.
Oh, it's picked
Oh, shoot! That guy got his head bitten clean off and now he's spitting.
That's
Or
his yell attack.
screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that guy.
Got screwed. Oh my god! Oh Jesus, that's just so brutal.
Poor guy.
Oh man, I will avenge you and you too. Oh, he's still alive.
It's not.
Oh look out! Oh, I think we were making a rout. Yes. Okay, keep at it, boys, because we're pouring in fire from this side now. Do it. Help out your fellow dwarves.
You kill your own team.
No, those aren't flamers. These.
Yes, but we'll hit some of theirs as well.
Alright, we're doing good. Now, we just gotta take the. Oh, we got some. Let's make sure we're all stuck in here.
Try not to miss with the bombers.
Right, my
No,
gyrocopters
come on,
have
yeah.
not are not
They
here
are.
yet.
They've been delayed by rockfalls.
Oh, this is not good on this side.
You really want to get
I
some
need
melee
to get
troops
some
in there. What about
troops in
what
there.
about Thorgrim? You can put Thorgrim in there.
Yes, let's bring him here.
And also your escorters now, right?
Excellent. Air support. I'm gonna control, and then I'm gonna group these. Group. Okay. And let's bring them here. Okay. You missed. I aim not to
Giant
miss.
will not die.
I'm confident that we're gonna be.
Yeah,
able to
I think
handle
you're
it,
gonna
so
be alright.
I'll move. Can I do any more?
Yeah,
with him?
that
What is
hasn't
this?
charged yet.
Foe
But
seeker?
that's really for when you're charging, but it
Oh.
probably won't be able to get that charge off because it's already stuck in combat.
Okay, I need to get these gyrocopters ready. Okay, where's
So
it?
if you hold down space and turn on the unit selection,
Space unit
selection
selection.
markers,
Yeah, this
that's
one comes-
useful because it shows you
Okay.
where those bombs are going to go.
I
So you
don't
want to wait until so that's,
Right now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And if you hit them at the right time, you can actually so you've actually made them waver. If you can hit them again, you might get them to rout.
Hold
Because
on.
of the way morale works, if a unit is one of its friends are routing, then it takes a morale loss. So you can cause chain reactions in routing. And that's really, the bombers are really useful to start that off, and then you can kind of
Boom.
concentrate fire. Oh, nice.
Let's move forward a bit. Boom. Okay, excellent. However, did I finish this
pretty
up?
tight.
Yes, I did. It is tight. We better get some soldiers into battle now.
And those
Oh,
trolls
man.
won't go away. Oh no, it's not the trolls, no, it's the orc boys. Ah, so you've got the that shaman is casting the Curse of the Bad Moon on you again.
Yeah. he
So
did it
the way the
already.
vortex spells work is they're actually random once you've cast them.
Yeah.
The movement of the spell is random, so you don't want to cast them near your own guys because the spell might come right back onto you. So you want to cast it somewhere where there's lots of space and only enemies and no friends.
You got it. Okay. We need to make sure. Oh my God! I've let this guy get all the way close, and this is
Where'd he
not
go?
good. It's not looking good for me.
Oh dear, you're going to get attacked in the flank.
Yeah.
In the rear even.
Oh shit.
Oh,
My excuse is I was looking at the pretty animations. Well, good. I want a hard battle to be hard. Ugh, these guys are
as I say, you can just edit it at the end and make it look like you want.
right. And put your victory
Yeah, exactly.
on mine. Okay, all three of you guys need to get up on this guy. Let's see if he has. What is this? A potion of healing. Well, he's not that hurt. Let's just get him in battle. Let's get him stuck here.
Oh, he's getting
Just
pushed
shoving. The spider's just gonna shove the hell out of him. Ah! Alright, he hit him with the axe. This is not good. I need more soldier units. Can I? You guys are not in good
They're
shape.
not too happy, but they're
Not
alright.
too happy.
Those they're stubborn little guys. Those
Okay,
those
Hero
slaves.
was struck with such powerful runes, so I need to put this on one of these.
Yeah.
And then, what is this? Foe Seeker. That's if he's
That's
charging.
good charging.
Okay, let's
You might still do it.
watch your flank.
Make sure your copters are not getting shot at. So you might want to stand them behind the archers, because if you fly over the archers and shoot them from the back, they won't be able to hit you unless they turn around, and they'll probably concentrate fire somewhere else. Now that Ragnarok is nasty.
Yes, sir, you did better than I. I'm gonna take these copters and help with the
Ragnarok. Oh, you might want to heal your chap here.
Do I have to click him?
No,
or is
that's
this-
happened. It
Oh,
releases
he
over
might,
time.
he might go down.
Die.
Come on,
There you
throw
go,
that
you can
in.
see it
Boop, boop, boop,
ticking
boop.
back up.
Come on. It's taking tons and tons of fire. It's gonna go down to the wire.
No,
Okay, he's
you're
routing.
Oh, that you really want to sort out that. The shaman is routing, so that's Knobnail's backbiter, the
Oh
goblin shaman.
shit, they're incoming to finish
He
him
should be able
off.
to make short work of them. You
come
see
on.
that axe attack just sends the fire.
Boom! Nice! He's like, do you realize I just faced... Oh, they routed off the map,
Yeah,
it looks
they've
like.
gone.
Yeah, because my helicopters, that was a good strategy to bring the helicopters over. Let's finish them off. It looks like it's swinging in our favor now.
Wow, you've done it. You pulled it
Barely,
out.
barely though. You
Look at that Ragnarok carcass there for you to gloat over.
Oh, yes.
And they actually do fold up into a little ball like a child.
I was really worried there for a second.
Yeah,
that was cool.
I think you did well to pull that out of the hat.
Excellent.
Not too shabby.
I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. When is this coming out?
Not till next year, so you're going to have to wait. 2016, I'm afraid.
Okay, early, mid, late?
We're not saying that yet. You're going to have to wait.
Alright, thank you so much for taking the time
really
to
good fun.
definitely speak with us.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I went like machismo mode there because towards the end I did not want to lose on camera. I was focused so hard as you guys were gonna make fun of me if I lost. I've played a lot of Total War though, so I'm pretty sure that helped out. Does it get harder than that? Is this? Did people lose a lot?
Yeah, we've had people even lose on easy. That's
you.
But as I say, I actually did lose when I was demonstrating earlier, so I was really nervous, and I was like, "You can't lose on camera, or I'll never hit the end of it."
I refuse to lose.
So and we've been balancing this because we wanted to get it just right. We did actually have it harder, and then we're like, well, it's too hard, and then we're playing it, and then we're like, well, now I've played it 5 or 6 times, I can't tell if this is too hard, and then we're like trying to get someone else to play
Don't worry, it's always good to make it as hard as possible. It's so like, I noticed right there at the beginning, this may be all pre-alpha stuff, but it had easy and hard. Is that available for all the quests?
Well, you'll still have the difficulty settings in the game, so you won't be able to set them per quest. But
that was just for this particular
That's just for this demo, just to give, because we wanted to cater to people who haven't played it before, and people who played a lot. And
there is good amount of difficulty levels in there, so in the main campaign?
Yeah, there will be difficulty,
Hard. I want to see that like impossible difficulty. We'll see. So that's really cool. So you got underground levels, you got lava pools, but in terms of what you can do in the combat with the environments, you guys, it seems like you're staying away from sort of like the capture the lava pool to get this extra special ability. Do you have any of that in the game, or you have stayed away from that kind of?
Yeah, essentially we want to make it a total war. We want to take all of the amazing Warhammer world, but we're making a total war game. So we want to keep those tenets that make Total War strong, and that's what we want to put that in the Warhammer universe. So the battles will have that same Total War feel, but you've just got these amazing units and the factions. Whereas previously, the factions are essentially all human in the historical games, so they're broadly similar. Here, every faction is completely different. And you saw that the dwarves were slow but tough and stubborn, and they had this really powerful artillery. The orcs were like super fast, and they were all over you sometimes. And they were kind of running around your flanks, and the AI was kind of getting around the back of you. And you're having to kind of like use the strength of your.
I noticed because my dwarves were ready to go out into battle, but no, I needed to pull them back and do a defensive sort of thing. And because they're so powerful and hardy in the defensive formation, that's the dwarves' strength. Yeah, the enemy has cost you. Should have.
That's what happens when you leave it running and you don't pay attention.
Right? Do you even deserve to call it a victory? How dare you? Now, that's a good question. So this was, let's say. This was a particular quest battle that we sent our army there, or was this an ambush where we were trying to go under a mountain?
This is going to be a quest battle.
Okay.
You will
now, for those quest battles, do we use our main campaign map armies, which then get attrition from fighting that battle? See, notice that was a costly victory. Is that going to hurt me on the campaign map, or do you get back to full strength?
No, you'll take that. For the sense of your army, they'll work like normal battles.
Okay.
But as I say, we're not going to talk too much about the campaign map, but just briefly, the quest battles will be like a chain of battles to take you to getting a specific magic item that you can then.
So you want to make sure that when you're building your army to do those quest battles, you're tough enough. You're bringing the right units for a variety of encounters, and they will take attrition. But can you resupply your army back up to strength to finish the quests in between? That sounds awesome, man. Awesome. Okay, cool. And we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
See ya.
Bye.